Hello, friend, outsider artist Shane Vozar here, and thanks so much for choosing to watch this product. And real quick, I want to say that I talk real slow, and you can play the video at 1.5 speed or 2 times speed if you want to, and I might sound more normal. But I assure you, I know what I'm talking about. There's a link in the description. It's to the charity store that I run as a volunteer for the Southern Missouri Arts Connection. And you can check out my feedback on my eBay account and stuff. And you'll see that, yeah, I've sold a lot of art. I know what I'm talking about. And I've done a lot of art, and my art has improved over the years. Thanks to like the gallery and stuff, the Southern Missouri Arts Connection. And so, yeah, check out my art, the link in the description. And keep watching, keep watching. The Neurodivergent ACEO system. Create, focus, and finish mini art without overwhelm. If starting art feels easy but finishing it feels impossible, this system is built for you. Instead of forcing yourself into rigid routines that don't stick, you'll learn how to create ACEO art cards using short, flexible, brain-friendly workflows designed for ADHD, autism, schizophrenics, and creative burnout. By the end, you'll have a completed set of mini artworks, plus a repeatable system that helps you start, stay focused, and actually finish your art without pressure, guilt, or overwhelm. 1. Why ACEO works for neurodivergent brains. And in case you don't know, ACEO cards are about the size, they're exactly the size of a baseball card. They're 3.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and I cut them out of watercolor paper a friend gave me, or I cut them out of packaging, like food packaging, and make junk cards that my audience really actually love. And but they're small. It's this very small art project, and you'll see as you watch this video. I can't remember exactly how long it took me, but I completed 3 ACEO cards in like 25 minutes or something like that. I should know that. I can't believe I didn't even think to look at that. I'm gonna look it up right now, actually, and because I want to know how long it took me to make these 3 cards. Let me just look it up real quick. It took me 22 minutes. It took me 22 minutes to do 3 finished cards. And so it's not a huge time investment. You don't have to worry about getting overwhelmed with like this big canvas or this big project. Like, it's not like a full comic book or a full graphic novel or anything that's gonna like overwhelm you. It's a very small piece of art, but that's very collectible and very hot and easy to sell. and a lot of people collect them. It's just growing and growing, ACEO, all the time. Just how popular it is, and like everybody instantly understands the value of an ACEO because everybody has owned a collectible trading card before. And so they all understand the value, and that's what makes them such a great art form, in my opinion. ACEO is, in my opinion, the best art side hustle. And you can just get started easier, finish easier. And 2, building a zero pressure creative setup. And you want to have a real easy workspace. Right now, I'm probably just drawing the cards with a Micron pen, but you can just draw them with a. If you're new to art, you might want to use a pencil first, and then go over it with ink. I've been doing ACEOs for over 3 years, and so I don't really have to use a pencil anymore. I can do ink directly onto the card, but if you're just starting, you may want to start with pencil that you can erase and everything. And for these cards, I just picked out 4 colors. And the more art you do, the more you'll learn about your style and stuff. I learned an important lesson doing these cards, and that it was smart to pick out 4 colors or 5 colors, but I should have switched them up. I should have changed out the color schemes on each card, because I did 3 cards in this session that all look alike, but I wish I would have used the same colors, but just on different parts of the card. And but just picking out like 3 or 4 colors makes it real simple and low barrier workspace. And I just sit at the kitchen table and do it. That's my workspace. And you can use scissors to cut the cards, or you can use a fancy paper cutter, or you can just buy pre-cut cards at Hobby Lobby or online. And it's simple and cheap to get started. When you're just starting, you can get your art supplies at Dollar Tree for real cheap, or like Five Below. But you can get started real cheap with your art supplies and your paper and everything. You should be able to get started for under $20, and you don't need a whole lot of art supplies, or else you'll just get overwhelmed. And it would create friction before you even begin. So you want to just have like only a couple art supplies, just a few art supplies. And 3, the 10-minute start method, no more overthinking. And this is a quick start system designed to bypass procrastination and perfectionism. And I definitely do this in my art, like, because of my disorder. I have schizoaffective disorder, and some nights it's just really hard for me to get motivated to art. Like, the voices and stuff tell me not to do art and to just keep scrolling or whatever, but I just have to like sit down and force myself to do art whether I like it or not, because I know it'll all sell or I can give it away. But it'll all just go up in value over time. The more art I make, the higher the value will go. And so just take 10 minutes to like psych yourself up to do your art and get your supplies ready, get your cards cut, and look for your reference. Like, I usually look on my phone if I'm at the kitchen table. And for my references, I use public domain comic books. And you can search on Google public domain comic books. And there's plenty of references, all different categories, different niches, and everything. But that's what I use for my references. And it's completely legal and ethical. It's the same business structure as what Disney did. So yeah, just take 10 minutes to get started. And you want to have focus loops and stay engaged without burning out. And you can see in this video, I did 3 cards in one setting. And it only took me like, man, I forgot already, jeez. Hold on a second. It took me 22 minutes to do 3 cards, and so you just stay engaged, and I record myself doing the cards, and that helps motivate me to just crank them out and just finish them as soon as possible. And I don't even worry about being like a perfectionist or anything. I just quickly do my art, and that's what I love about ACEO, is that you can just do short, repeatable work cycles and then list them online to sell them or just give them away or trade for them. People love them. Everybody loves ACEO. And finish without perfection, the done card framework. This is when you know that your card is finished, so that you can complete the art without getting stuck refining endlessly. And it's always a good idea to double check and like make sure you didn't forget to color anything in, or just take one final look and then take a picture of it. And once I've taken a picture of it, it's done. I don't touch it again. I don't touch it up. Like, once I have a picture taken of it, it's just a finished piece. And then I put it in a top loader, which is a plastic case. You can put collectible trading cards in, and once it's in the top loader and once the picture is taken, it's finished. You can use templates and prompts to eliminate decision fatigue. And to simplify creative choices, again, I would just use public domain as a reference, or like you could even use like public domain photographs. I use family photographs for reference, and I take pictures of my cat and stuff like that. People hire me to do commissions of their pets or someone they know, and then I just draw it out, color it in, and you can batch mini art for momentum and dopamine wins. And this is where you create multiple cards in one session, like you can see me doing in this video. and that the more you do it, you'll build confidence and consistency. And it's like I said earlier, I just keep learning. The more art I do, the more I learn about processes and batching and everything, and like doing multiple cards in one setting. And I already told you what I want to do different. I want to like color different areas, different colors, so that the 3 cards aren't exactly the same. But I typically do sets of 3 when I make cards. And you want to have a gentle organization system that actually sticks. And you can like write down pictures that you want to draw. You can save them to your phone and then draw them. You can screenshot the comic books and then save them to your phone, so you could like gather a bunch of different ideas on your phone and then just flip. And then when you're ready to do your art, like that work will already be done for you. And you may not want to do 3 of the same reference like I did. You can like just save up a file, like a folder full of like reference photos and stuff that you can use to reference for your ACEO cards. And you can share or sell without stress. There's really low pressure ways to sell your work online, like on eBay or on Etsy, and you can post your art on social media like Facebook and like on Instagram and like Discord and stuff, and you can also just share your art. I do this every day. I did this like twice today. I had a doctor's appointment and I gave my nurse a ACEO print in a top loader, and she loved it. Everybody loves it when I give out prints. And a good friend of mine, Bill from Arkansas, bought me lunch and took me to the dam, and I toured the dam and everything. So I gave him one of the originals from this set that you're watching in this video, and I also gave him a print. And then I went shopping at the grocery store, but I ran out of prints and I didn't have any more ACEO cards. So I couldn't give the cashier an ACEO card. But like, if you're neurodivergent, you may struggle to fit in with the community, and you may struggle finding your place in the community, but being an artist is a great way to make friends. And like, I would say 95% of the people I ask if they like art say yes, they do like art, and they're happy to receive a print. And I have given out originals sometimes, like more like doodle cards and stuff like that. But giving away your art really makes you like a person that people look forward to seeing in the community, and kind of makes you like important in the community, in my opinion. And it just feels really good to me to like give prints to people who help me, like cashiers and pharmacists and receptionists and nurses and stuff. I just love to give away my art locally, and but I also love selling my art. And I do content marketing to sell my art. I do videos on Facebook and on YouTube that sell my art. And then at the end, I just say, check out my art, and drop a link to my eBay store or my website, which is outsiderartist.ws. And you can visit my website and see everything that I link to. And I write my web address on the back of my prints and my originals. And you want to have a flexible weekly creative system and build your routine. And so you can decide like how you're going to spend your week making art. And one day you just prepare all of your references. And then the next day you like pick out the colors. And it may take you longer to draw than it does me. Like I can draw pretty fast just because I've been practicing for like 3 years. But maybe you draw on Tuesday, color on Wednesday, take pictures on Thursday, list on Friday on eBay, and or try and sell them on Facebook Marketplace, or like just trade them, give them to people that help you. But yeah, you can design a personalized, adaptable system that you can realistically maintain so that you keep getting better at art. And moving forward, something I want to do is more like in-person drawing. Like today I was at a dam here in Forsyth, Missouri, and I wish I could have just busted out a sketchbook and drew a sketch of the dam real quick, or even draw on an ACEO card the dam and then list it as like Forsyth, Missouri Dam. And but I'd love to start drawing more in public. And thanks so much for watching this, and hopefully you learned a lot, and hopefully you take action on what you learned and start making ACEOs for fun and profit. And if you have any questions, just leave them below this video. And please visit my website, outsiderartist.ws. And thanks so much.